Hi, I'm Surbhi Modi from ObserveNow Media, and today we have with us Mrs. Praveena Gundiah, Commercial Director, Iron Mountain, India. So, ma'am, we'll be doing a short interview. Okay, so let's get started. So, ma'am, the first question of the day would be, in what ways do you see technology reshaping the future of banking, especially in the context of digital transformation?
So digital transformation as such is such a huge wide term, and there is so much of things that are attached to that. So there is data, if you actually think about it, there is data in the physical space as well. So you banks have all these paper records that are stored endlessly. They've been there, all the account opening forms, the loan forms, so all that has been there for 15, 20 years. At the same time, people are now asking for loans. All the loan documentation is now in a digital format. So the challenges banks have is how do I make sense of data in both these spaces. So at the physical as well as digital, how do I bring together both the information together and make sense out of all that? And that's where companies like Iron Mountain come in. We offer a single pane of glass. So whether it is physical data, whether it is data in the digital space, we could offer you a view to that and offer you analytics around both these spaces put together. So that's the whole thing about Iron Mountain.
Whole idea about it.
Yeah.
Okay, ma'am, great. And moving on to the next one. So, ma'am, how is your company leveraging data analytics and artificial intelligence to improve risk assessment and underwriting processes?
This is another key factor that we see. Risk assessment and fraud is something that has come up in almost all the companies that we talk to, especially with insurance. Now, one of the basic challenges that we have is that when you are sanctioning a claim, to really check whether the person is genuine or not genuine, and there are so many factors that play into that space, right? So there are a lot of things that we could do, right from the basic checks that are there. The person, what is written on the claim is the same as what is the number that there is. Now, I'll give you one very, very good example that one banking sector came to us, and they said that when a person takes a loan, there is a certain number that is written on the, if he takes a loan, suppose he takes a loan of 1 crore. But what they find is when on the loan origination system, there is only, it's written as 10 lakhs. Now, the bank is losing money, the insurance, the company is losing money because both the numbers are not matching. Now, this could be either intentional or unintentional. So there are examples like this where we reconcile the data and tell you whether it's correct or not correct, whether what's written on the paper is the same on the software. And there's so many checks like this that we can do. We can also certify whether the copy that's there with us is a true copy, and we can even go in for a tokenization kind of an aspect. So things like this our banks are working up, are doing. We have also we have a huge team of engineers who are working on this. In Bangalore, for example, we have almost 300 engineers who are working in the space of information management, and we are leading the curve on this space. So I think we could partner with a lot of banks and insurance companies to understand their concerns and develop the solution for them.
That's really amazing, and that was very knowledgeable for me as well. Okay, ma'am, let's move on to the last question of the day, the important one. And how is your experience at the BFSI Confluence organized by ObserveNow? And how do you plan to apply these insights gained from this event in your professional endeavors?
So it's really events like this where you get a lot of knowledgeable people from different companies get together, and you really understand the trends that is happening. You really understand what's topmost on the minds of all these senior bankers and even technology companies, what's top of mind for them. And that's something that's very interesting for me. And it was very, very well organized event. So thank you very much. Even the people who came in were of very good senior level. There were lots of insightful discussions that I had. So it was a great, great event.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.